Guys, we have Donna. Donna is the one who actually organized quite a deal of this walk today. So Donna, I'm just going to ask you a few questions, not many, but just tell your insight and how do you feel about the whole program for everybody who's watching.
Honestly, I feel very much blessed and grateful to be part of such a great cause, because endometriosis, although there is no much awareness in the society, it is very common amongst us, and it's happening silently it could be to the women all around us. It could be your wife, your spouse, your girlfriend, your sister, your mother, but there is no much awareness, because the possibility is that it is proven 1/10 of women are suffering from endometriosis. So it's very sad that we do not have proper awareness so that we can be of some support to the people who are suffering from it. And worse yet is that the people who are suffering from endometriosis itself might not know that they are suffering from such a disease, Dr. Namal. So this is why it's important to spread its awareness, because there's so much of medication and prior treatment that they can go through for them to have early diagnosis and then manage the disease, which is not done yet currently. True. Because of the lack of awareness.
Exactly.
Yeah, and hence we organized this walk, which was a great success, and this is just the first step, and we hope to do many more programs in future to create a better awareness in the society overall.
Great. So Donna, as you very well mentioned that this is a hidden condition in the society, and as you know that many women are suffering. So if you can just mention to them like how well they can join us, like do we have our Facebook page and the Instagram and so on, like yes?
Of course. So our foundation is Endometriosis Support and Awareness Foundation. It's called ESAF, that is ESAF. Which you can follow on Instagram, on Facebook, and if you have any concerns or if you think that we are doing a great job, you can always post and hashtag ESAF on any of these social media platforms.
Great. So thank you so much, Donna, and wish you guys all the best. And being a part of the ESAF team, I'm going to tell you guys that there is going to be quite a lot of activities in the future, and I'm sure that you guys can enjoy and join us and also create awareness and support to these people who are suffering. Guys, we had the ESAF Endometriosis in the walk today, and I came across a famous person who is Professor Hemantha, and he is also a key figure at the Endometriosis Association of Sri Lanka. So how do you feel about the whole walk today?
Well, I thought it was a great success at such short notice to have so many people. I was really surprised by the numbers, and I thought it was a great initiative. Mainly because, you know, from the endometriosis, the problem is that to a good extent globally, there is the diagnostic delay. You know, I think in some of the first world countries, the delay is something like 10 years. So Sri Lanka is no exception. So it's awareness that is the number one in better managing endometriosis. So you can imagine when somebody takes 10 years to be diagnosed, so the stage at which the disease presents to the doctor will be very late, and the complications are more, the treatment is more complex, more difficult, and the person has lost so much by the time the proper treatment is held. So from our society side, association, we are really very pleased to see this happening, and we want to work in support of this kind of event, and I wish we had known earlier.
Right.
So I think it's really a big step forward in better managing endometriosis in Sri Lanka.
Exactly. Professor Hemantha, like on your opinion, how well do you think that this condition can be really managed? Is it only through support and awareness, or like do you think that there is some new modalities that is being researched for, because you know that there is a lot of problems about these women, like they sometimes lose their families, they become subfertile, they have painful sexual periods and things like that. It's a stigma altogether. So how do you really plan to like support in terms of say ESAF and Endometriosis Association of Sri Lanka coming together?
I mean, I know of two people who contemplated suicide because of endometriosis. Right? Fortunately, they are living because they were treated properly. Now, one of the things is, like I said, about the importance of awareness, but endometriosis is a high growth area in research, and in fact our association is hosting the Asian Asian Endometriosis Conference in Colombo in October this year. So we have some great researchers from China, Japan, Taiwan, South Korea. These are real powerhouses in endometriosis research. We have people from US also, some top people coming for it. So that's one thing. But of course, one of the things that we want to educate our colleagues about and to promote, both in Sri Lanka, in the region as well, is that if you're having an operation, try to have endoscopic surgery, that is a keyhole surgery, rather than an open surgery. Because we know for sure, there is scientific evidence for it, that with an endoscopic surgery you can do a better job. So that's one of the things that we want to educate people about, we want to educate our colleagues about. Number two is, say, like I said, one of the features of endometriosis is childlessness, difficulty in conceiving. Now that is a very high growth area. Now the thinking is changing completely about it. But one of the things that I want to emphasize is like the feature that we have.
It says don't accept pain.
We want people to seek help if they're having too much pelvic pain. If you're having period pain where you are having to spend time on the bed, you can't get to work. And if you're a school girl, you can't go to school. Even if you go to school, you can't take part in your sports, you're in the sick room. So seek help. That is not normal. So don't accept pain. That's an important thing. There are some other types of pain as well. Pain during sex is not normal. Pain that starts, if you have had perfectly normal periods and your period pains begin later in your life, that is not normal. That needs investigation. Any chronic pelvic pain, that needs investigation. So there are new modalities of treatment. You don't need to suffer this, and you don't need to lose so many days per year to endometriosis. You need to fight it like a girl, like the ESAF logo goes. So I would really like to wish the ESAF the best of luck in this endeavor. It's an important thing. We don't talk about menstrual problems. We don't talk about menstrual pain. We don't talk about pain during sex. We don't like to talk about childlessness. So let's bring these all out. Let's talk about it and have our sufferers, the 1 in 10 women who will be suffering endometriosis, we will try and make her a lot better. Thanks for this opportunity, really.
Thank you, Professor Hemant. Thank you so much for your time and wish you all the best. And we shall work together and make sure that this suffering will be ended very soon. Thank you so much, Professor. You're a great asset. I hope you all the best.
Thank you.
Endometriosis Support and Awareness Foundation එකේ founder rashanemeegama ගැන අපි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කිව්වා. rashanemeegamaගේ husband Deshanka අපිත් එක්ක අද ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකේ ඉන්නවා. ඇත්තටම endometriosis කියන අසනීපය බොහොම අපි කලින් කතා කරා බොහොම disabling අසනීපයක්. ඇත්තටම Deshanka ESAF team එකේ very leading role එකක් play කරන පුද්ගලයෙක්. ඒ වගේම රශානිගේ ජීවිතේ ගොඩක් තැන්වලදී මේ ෆවුන්ඩේෂන් එකේ කටයුතු ඉස්සරහට කරන් යන්න Deshanka ඉතාමත් මහන්සි වෙලා කටයුතු කරනවා. ඒ මොකද එක පරමාර්ථයක් එක අභිප්‍රායක් හිතේ තියාගෙන. Deshanka පොඩ්ඩක් අපේ channel එක බලන්නට පොඩ්ඩක් විස්තරය කියමුද කොහොමද මේ වැඩ කටයුතු සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ කියලා.
හොඳයි. බොහොම ස්තුතියි ડોක්ටර් නමල් මේ මම හිතන්නේ මේ අපි අද ESAF එකෙන් මේ ඕගනයිස් කරපු endometriosis walk එකට සම්බන්ධ වෙලා මේ පණිවිඩය ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ඉන්න අනිත් ජනතාවටත් ගෙනියන්න අවස්ථාවක් ළඟා කර දීපු එක ගැන බොහොම සතුටු වෙනවා. ඇත්තටම අපි endometriosis ගැන කතා කරාම විශේෂයෙන්ම මේක අපි දන්නවා මේක අපේ 10න් 1 දෙනෙකුට කාන්තාවන් 10න් 1 දෙනෙකුට මේක බලපාන රෝගයක්. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ කාන්තාවන් එක්ක බැඳිලා ඉන්න පිරිමි පාර්ශවයන්ට දැන් මම රශානිගේ හස්බන්ඩ් විදියටත් තව මේ සහෝදරයෝ වෙන්න පුළුවන් තාත්තලා වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒගොල්ලන්ටත් මේක ගැන අවබෝධයක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ රෝගය කියන්නේ මොකද්ද ඒක කලින් අඳුනා ගැනීමේ අවශ්‍යතාවය අඳුනාගත්තායින් පස්සේ මොනවද ඒකට ගන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රියාමාර්ග කියන ඒ දැනුවත් වීම මම හිතන්නේ කාන්තාවන්ට විතරක් නෙවෙයි පිරිමි පාර්ශවයත් ඒ අවබෝධය තියෙන එක ගොඩක් වැදගත්. ඉතින් මමයි රශානී මේ ගමන අපි දෙන්න එකට ආවේ. ඉතින් ඒ එනකොට අපි දෙන්න එකට ඉගෙන ගත්ත ගොඩක් දේවල්. ඉතින් අපේ බලාපොරොත්තුව මම රසායනිකට මේකට සහයෝගය දෙන්නේ අපි ඒ ගිය මාර්ගය තව එක්කෙනෙකුට ඒ මාර්ගයෙන් යන්නේ නැතුව ඒක කෙටි කරගෙන ඒ අවබෝධය ඒ knowledge එක ඉක්මනට ලබා ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒක තමයි මේ ESAF කියන අපි මේ establish කරපු foundation එකෙන් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ ඒකයි. ඉතින් මගේ අවංක ඉල්ලීම මේක බලන සියලුම දෙනාට endometriosis කියන රෝගය ගැන තව දැනුවත් වෙන්න. ඒක කාට හරි ඒක වැළඳිලා තියෙනවා නම් ඒක නැත්නම් ඒකෙන් මොන හරි ඉම්පැක්ට් එකක් වෙලා තියෙනවා නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ව හොඳට ඒගොල්ලන් ගැන ඒගොල්ලන්ට හැදිලා තියෙන රෝගයත් ඒගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න ගැනත් හොඳ අවබෝධයකින් කටයුතු කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් මම හිතන්නේ ඒක තමයි ගොඩක් වැදගත් වෙන්නේ.
ධනුෂ්ක ඇත්තටම මේ ගමන endometriosis අසනීපේ තියෙන කාන්තාවකට යන්න තනියම කරන්න පුළුවන් ගමනක් නෙමෙයි. පවුලේ හැමෝම එකතු වුණොත් තමයි ඒ ගමන යන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම ඒ අත්දැකීම් සම්භාරයත් එක්ක ධනුෂ්ක මම හිතන්නේ අපේ මේ ක්‍රියේට් කරන අවයර්නස් එක තුළ ලංකාවේ ඒ වගේම ලෝකලි වගේම ඒ වගේම ඉන්ටර්නැෂනලි මම හිතන්නේ අපිට ලොකු ගමනක් යන්න තියෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ ලංකාවේ මේ නගන හඬ මේ ලංකාවේ අස්සම්බුල්ලන්නාර හැමතැනට පැතිරිලා මේ අසනීපේ සම්බන්ධව විශේෂයෙන්ම කණ්ඩායමක් ඉන්න ඕගොල්ලෝ හැමෝටම උදව් කරන්න කියන එක තමයි ධනුෂ්ක අද පැහැදිලි කරලා දුන්නේ. ඒ වගේම කාන්තාවට පමණක් නෙවෙයි ස්වයං පුරුෂයාටත් ඒ වගේම සහෝදරයාටත් ඒ වගේම හැම කෙනෙකුටම මේ අසනීප සම්බන්ධව දැනගෙන ඒ සම්බන්ධව කටයුතු කරන්න ඈත් එක්ක එකතු වෙන්න ඈත් එක්ක එකට ෆයිට් කරන්නයි කියලා අපි ඔයගොල්ලෝ හැමෝටම මතක් කරනවා මේ වෙලාවේ.
මගේ ඉල්ලීමත් ඩොක්ටර් නාමල් පැහැදිලි කරා වගේ ඒ ඉල්ලීමම තමයි. ඉතින් අපි මේ ආරම්භ කරපු ගමන අපිත් එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙලා අපිට පුළුවන් සහයෝගයක් දක්වලා මේ endometriosis කියන මේ රෝගය සම්බන්ධව දැනුවත් වෙලා ඒක ඕගලන් දන්න කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවා නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ටත් ඒ දැනුවත් වීම ලබා දෙන්න ESAF කියන මේ ෆවුන්ඩේෂන් එක ගැන ඒගොල්ලන් දැනුවත් කරන්න. එතකොට අපිට සම්බන්ධ වෙලා අවශ්‍ය දේවල් කරගන්න හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා.
Hi everyone, we have Shenal. She is a natural health practitioner as well as a whole nutrition
clinician in whole food nutrition.
Great. So she's a clinician in whole food nutrition. We met her at the endometriosis walk today. As everybody knows that endometriosis do not have one treatment entity. It's a collection of everything. So sometimes not only the Western medicine, there are a lot of other supportive medication. So Shenal is here. Shenal, like, can you just briefly give an insight, because like we just finished the endo walk today,
Right.
and we are a bit excited to know what's going on around.
Yes. So my way of looking at things is a bit different. You know, our bodies change according to our environment. And that means the nutrition intake, the toxicity that we are absorbing from the environment, and that all affects our bodies and our health.
Exactly.
You know, so the reason why we have endometriosis, nobody really knows, but these things are brought on by the environment. That's like epigenetics, you know, the whole change due to environmental conditions.
Yes.
So what I do is I detoxify people.
Great.
And then supplement them with nutrient therapy.
Great.
So that's
Great.
what I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Shenal is like, that's a whole new entity for most of the females, because most of the things that we know are getting changed in terms of people coming together and creating awareness and meeting together, and so that's what we exactly want to do, Shenal. So I think like with your help, the ESAF team and everybody, I think like there's going to be a huge change. So I'm looking forward to work with you in the future, and also to give more benefit to the people. You know, it's a very disabling disease, right?
Yes.
I think you must have come across a lot of ladies who has this problem. So how do you really tend to help them, Shenal? Like, just if you can just brief a little bit about it.
Okay, so I first work on detoxification.
Okay.
Okay, because at the root, I look for root cause.
Great.
And no matter what you try to do, your nutrition intake has to be good and your digestion has to be good. So until then, we can't really, you know, help that much. So I do detoxification programs. I have different detoxification programs. So liver detoxification and all that, which reduces inflammation, removes excess hormones, etc. I use some energy treatments as well, and then I use a nutrient concentrate
Okay, great.
to support the body. You know, so it is supporting the organs and the physiology of it.
Great. So Shanes is an expert in that field. So I'm pretty sure that with her help, I think the support and awareness team is going to have great support. She's a great asset to us. Thank you so much, Shanes. Wish you all the best.
Thank you and all the best.